Hi YouTube, today I'm going to walk you through the bubble sort algorithm. Now in the last video I walked through the merge sort algorithm. That was a lot more complicated, but it's also faster than bubble sort. In this algorithm you iterate through the whole array, and then if you see a pair of elements that are next to each other that don't have the right order, you swap them. And then you keep doing that until it's all sorted. So here in the beginning of the array, we have 3 and 6. 3 is smaller than 6, so there's no problem with that. Let's move on to 6 and 1. There's a problem with that because 6 is bigger than 1, so 1 should be at the left. So we swap that. 6 and 7 are fine. Move on. 7 and 2, not fine. 2 should be at the left of 7 because it's smaller. Same with this pair, 5 and 7. Same with this pair, 4 and 7. So after one iteration, you can see the bigger numbers moving towards the end and the smaller numbers moving towards the beginning. So you iterate through that again. 1 and 3, 3 and 6 are fine. 6 and 2, we gotta swap that. 6 and 5, also gotta swap that. 6 and 4, swap. And with each iteration, we're getting closer and closer. Now here's a question. How do you know when to stop iterating through the array? Well, if you iterate through an array without having to swap any elements, then that means the array is sorted and you're finished. Now it's easy for a human to look at the array now and see that it's already sorted, but for a computer to know that, it has to iterate through the whole array. And since no swapping is done, the algorithm knows that it does not have to continue and it can return the sorted array. In the actual implementation, you might want to keep an integer or a Boolean value to keep track of whether swapping was done within an iteration. For the iteration itself, you probably want while loops or for loops. So in the best case scenario, where the input is a fully sorted list, the runtime is linear time. It's end time, because it only takes one iteration through each element for the algorithm to find out that it is already sorted. But let's look at the worst case, where the input is a reverse list. I am going to keep track of how many rounds of iteration I'm taking. So after 7 rounds of looping through the array, we end up with a sorted list. But the algorithm has to iterate through the list one more time to make sure that it's actually sorted. So we loop through an array of length 8 times, and which means we iterated through 64 elements, hence n squared. N is 8 and 8 squared is 64. Again, the math checks out. I hope this helped, and thanks for watching.